Hey, what's up guys? This week we've got Alan, who loves a mild stability shoe, testing out the New Balance Fuel Cell Prism. Here he comes. Job done. Right, back to the house. Let's find out what he thinks of those shoes. Right, so we are back now. Alan is not only a very, very nice person, but he's also a Fordy runner, and he has a problem with his feet. He wears mild stability shoes, right? Or do you wear actually full stability shoes as well?
So yeah, I'm kind of transitioning from full to mild over the last 6 months.
Now, Alan on average runs about 40 miles a week.
Yeah, about 40.
About 40 miles a week. So he does a lot of miles. He goes through his shoes, but he does a lot of different like tempo runs, speed sessions, long runs, and you're on the Hanson plan, aren't you, as well? Yeah. So he does a lot of miles. So the reason we got Alan on the channel is because to talk about the New Balance Prism, I thought it'd be great from somebody who does actually use a mild stability shoe or a stability shoe to give a review. That's why, because if you've not seen the review I've done already, check that out. That's for me, who's like a fatigue pronator. But I thought it'd be cool to get Alan on because these shoes I think suit him probably more than me, even though I'm really enjoying the shoes. Before we get into it, just on the shoes, you grab it, social distance shoe review this is. So it's got the Fuel Cell midsole in it. It's got a 6mm drop. The shoe for me is about 8.7 ounces, 300 grams for you, which I don't know what it is. It's about 10 ounces, if I would say, because you're
size 12.
12 and a half, aren't you? Now the other interesting thing before we get into your thoughts is that you went for a wide, didn't you? Because this version, not my version, the green one, which I probably should have got down, comes in different fits, which is another cool thing that New Balance have done. The shoe is aimed at sort of up-tempo runs, I would say, but for me, it's more of a daily trainer. So what do you think about it, really?
Okay. First of all, I want to do that. Can you smash that button or something? Like
pink button. Smash that pink button.
So thanks, Chris. Yeah, as Chris says, I'm a stability runner. These have been my go-to shoes this summer. The New Balance 860. If you kind of look at those, you might be able to see there's not a lot of difference in terms of the.
It's weird the way they've done the design. Yeah, go on, sorry.
There is a different design. Now these are a good regular shoe, and I said I put a lot of miles in these, and they seem to work across a number of different kind of pace type runs. But I was looking for something that gave me a real boost when it comes to speed work. This summer, because there's no marathons happening, I've been kind of concentrating on a bit of speed work, and I found in this kind of shoe or the GTS Brooks that I use, the Adrenaline, for the really long runs because of the cushioning, trying to pick up speed has been really hard. So I was looking for something lightweight. I'm never running a carbon shoe. Worried about kind of the amount of miles I'll do. Just be burning through a pair a month. So I was looking for something that was perhaps midway between the two. So when I heard that these were coming out, I was quite excited. So I've done a couple of runs in them now. I've done one speed session and then one fairly fast tempo for me anyway, not for Chris, 10k, and I'm really impressed. I think they look awesome. That flashing, people will see you coming.
I think that could actually be described as pink. We could get away with that being pink as well, as you know.
You can Photoshop it pink in the aftercut edit. I know some people don't like white shoes for obvious reasons.
I hate them.
But they do stand out in photographs. So when you are crossing the line and you're looking for yourself, the white shoes stand out. So just save them for a race day if you're worried about the cleaning. In terms of the fit, I did go for them because they do come in two widths. So this is the wider foot. I was worried that might be too wide, but actually it's still quite a snug, tight fit. These are a regular fit. There is a little bit more room in the toe box. but I didn't feel like I was.
So they weren't
kind of
narrow. They didn't.
No, they kind of fit really nice to me in terms of my.
What about the outsoles? Have a look, because it's quite interesting. Because if you look, yeah, I mean, apart from down here, I suppose you've got where you would pronate. You've got that bit missing where they've shaved a bit of weight there, but this is quite thick here, isn't it? You can see where they've shaved the weight here. You've got that exposed fuel cell there. But overall, there's plenty of grip on them, isn't there?
So for me, it's going to be about finding the right kind of runs to do, because, again, you might not see it. I do slightly, because I'm a real mild stability, anything just pushes me out a little bit. So I'm slightly worried there might not be enough cushioning if I'm using this all day, every day. So I think for me, it's about picking the right kind of runs. But what was impressive was kind of how they translated into speed work. I did some sprint intervals on Sunday, and they just flew. And although they're not carbon plated, and I'm not running carbon plates, so I don't really kind of get the sense of how much benefit you get. These just picked up the speed from 0 to fast pace in an instant, and it really felt like it was pushing me onto my toes and propelling me forward. And again, having transitioned from a heel striker into a toe striker, these shoes really seem to kind of help and just push you off.
Exactly. You'd have seen in the B-roll actually how much you run on your toes, and I've seen that where Alan and I run together, how he's transitioned more from his heel to the front of his foot. I think with a carbon plate, the only real notice you'd have got like a real snap off of it, where you're getting that sort of real nice bounce and energy return. You'd have then got another sort of snap out of it. I think that's the only thing. But what's interesting on those more than anything versus the TC is the stack height. If you look at the stack height on that, if you a TC's like that, I measured the stack height at about, and this is me with a tape measure, about 27 mil on the back. I mean, as I say, it's probably not exactly that because it's just me with a tape measure, but anything higher than that, I think that's where you'd have got into trouble, because that's why I got into trouble with the TC. So that's why I think something like this suits like sort of people who need a sort of stability shoe, mild stability shoe more than anything.
So that was really good in terms of feeling that these were a shoe that I could transition into some speed work and really feel the difference. The other thing today, kind of doing a slightly longer tempo run, is when you do get tired, it felt like there was enough cushioning to support and help you. So easing back a little bit, changing your running style a little bit, there's plenty of cushioning there, and it felt cushioned enough that if I was using these for a half marathon or perhaps even a marathon, when you are getting tired legs and you do feel your form kind of just easing off, it feels like there's going to be enough cushioning to get you through.
Have you ran them in a marathon?
I haven't run a marathon in these. No, I've probably done.
You've done well over, yeah.
The longest run is probably a 16 mile, but you kind of start to feel just the weight.
Yeah. So that's why I asked.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to try these on some longer runs now. The other thing is in terms of the tongue, that's cushioned as well. So I was worried that with the lightweight shoe, I've got the Brooks Hyperion. There's very little cushioning around the tongue. So I have problems getting the lace tension right. So these felt like I could really snap the foot into the ankle, give them a bit of tension, because I like my shoe to feel nice and tight, but it wasn't biting into your foot and feeling like it's kind of cutting off your circulation.
And just on the upper, because obviously today we've run out of the day and it's really hot. They're pretty breathable, right? I've found that actually they're one of the most breathable shoes I've run in for a daily trainer in a long time. It's really good. It really is good. So there you go. He loves them. Alan is a sort of stability-ish, mild stability. I say he's worked hard on his running form to try and improve your stability.
Yeah, no, as I said, 2 years ago, definitely a heel striker, lost weight, wanted to speed up, worked on form, and now speed work definitely on my toes. These kind of just give me the kick on that I wanted, and I'm excited to get into a race condition.
Exactly, that's the thing, right? Until we do a race in them, I think it's hard. But I think even, as I say, even in the B-roll, you can see how much you were getting up on your toes. I saw that when I was filming you. But yeah, so if you are looking for a mild stability shoe as a daily trainer, up tempo, even marathon shoe, half marathon shoe, I think that's a good shout, right? And how much were they? 110 quid?
£110. I thought that was an error when I went on the website.
Yeah, I really thought, I actually thought they were £180 because the TCs are £180, but £110. I mean, the Pegasus 37 is £105, so you're talking Pegasus money. But if you need some form of stability, I think this is the way to go.
So,
really
so for
is.
me now, it's just going to be about testing them over loads of distances and seeing how much wear I get.
Yeah,
I do get 400 or 500 miles out of a pair like this, which is good. And if this gets anywhere close, it's going to be my go-to shoe, I think.
Cool. Right, there you go. I thought that'd be interesting, dude. Thanks a lot, bruv. I thought it'd be interesting to get Alan on, say, from somebody from a different perspective than me, talking about stability shoes. So hopefully that's useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave us today. I'll catch you guys later.